Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Beavers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it. It's Hankerson. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Inside the 30. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Beavers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Oh, what a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's got him this time.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Searching forward on the sneak. First down, Texas. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
7, Oregon State, 3 lost.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Carr. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Fakes to grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Walker. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Runs through a tackle. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turns on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. It's complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And the seam on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield and gets lots of yards.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Murphy. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It is good. Are forced to settle for the field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
After that last completion, it's second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win. Grab behind the line. It's Hankerson.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
A designed run for the quarterback. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Dangerous screen into traffic. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside kick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Beavers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Unloads quickly. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Quick release on the RPO. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Catch in the middle. It's Walker. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender. Understand the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Clemens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Looking to throw on third. Puts it out of the air. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it over the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Beavers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air. It's Manning. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Murphy. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankerson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Hankerson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding, and this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it, finding open areas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Leaves it with the running back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.